All right, so in this video, we're going to talk about which banner you should be summoning on for the global launch. I had so many people come ask me that in the stream, and I think that since it's only been 3 hours since the game's been out, I think it's kind of warranted to really talk about that now. So I'm going to give you guys my logic behind what you should summon on, and then we're going to get into a couple of things just related to global launch, because this is the first video I'm making once the game has gone live. Now, one thing I do have to say, it's a bit weird that there's no codes, right? Usually games come out with codes. It's very odd, but you're going to get a good amount of pulls, right? Just to say that, like, per day also, it's crazy. I thought this was only 20, but you get 80 jewels per day, which means in a month you're going to be getting, just from your dailies, you're going to get 15 pulls in a month from dailies, which is going to be quite good. Now if you go to events, you're going to get a bunch of extra pulls. So the Thieves Alliance, just make sure you click on this to get your pulls. I think it's like 10 pulls at level 10, right? And then there's also where is it, one of the logins gives you 2 pulls, right? I think it's in Take Your Heart, Converging Destinies right there. So another 2 standard pulls. And people are like, oh, do I summon on the standard banner? Well, that's going to be a no, and that's even going to be a no in the future. And I'm going to make the next video actually is going to be on this. I think it's quite important. But just keep in mind that right now you probably shouldn't do too many summons on standard unless you're like a heavy pay to win. And the banner you're really going to be targeting is going to be the Phantom Thieves banner, right? Basically the beginner banner, as many people call it. So the beginner banner is going to be the one you're going to really want to target, because of the fact that on this banner, it's super good. Not only do you get a guaranteed 5-star between On, Mona, and Ryuji, right? After 50 pulls, you're going to get it guaranteed. However, it's not even just that. You're able to get a unit in the 50 pulls that you do that only costs 40, by the way. You're able to get a unit and you could get whoever, right? That's the cool thing. You could get any of the standard banner units besides Joker, okay, because Joker's not standard. And if we check it out, I could just press C actually. I actually did get Yao Ling on the standard, right? On the beginner standard, right? The unfeatured. So in those polls, right? Before I chose on from the beginner, I got Yao Ling. And this goes for anyone, right? This goes for someone who's rerolling. This goes also for literally just someone who is simply, very simply just doing one banner, right? The first banner you're going to summon on is the beginner banner, because it's going to let you get, in my opinion, you should start with On, especially because you're going to have Luful. If you summon on Joker, you're going to be fine there. But having On until you get Joker is going to be pretty much a necessity, because On is going to be that unit to really give you some extra AoE, right? I don't know why it's not letting me check out the skills. But yeah, she's going to have her AoEs, and it's going to be very good, especially until you get Joker on your account, reroll, or also just a like one-time account that you're not doing without rerolling, right? So starting with the beginner banner is going to be very, very important. Then afterwards, what do you summon on? Do you summon on standard then? No. For now, I would say save your standard pulls. We're going to go into that on another video. However, you're going to go for Joker. Okay, you're going to go for Joker if you're trying to summon. If not, I'm not even going to lie. Look at me right now. You could deadass not summon for like another month, right? After you get on, if you get Yao Ling with it, then you could deadass not summon for a month and you'd be fine. So make the decision. However, if you do want to summon, and I know many people do want Joker, it's worth it. Now, why is it worth it? Because not only do you get Joker, there's also Luful on the banner, and getting him A6, which I did get him A6. I was very happy. It's absolutely huge. But having Luful A6 is going to be good, especially with On. It's going to be good because I'm going to be able to give extra fire damage for On. That team is going to be busted, right? And having Seiji is going to be good too, because you're going to need a single target DPS at some point. And for now, Seiji and Luful are going to be very good alongside Joker. So that's 3 out of 4 of the featured units, besides the top SR, really, that are all going to be very, very good and top of the meta at the current point in time. So Joker himself is going to be very worth it. He is going to be amazing for grinding and make your life a lot easier, let's just say, because he has 2 AoE skills, and this one you could use twice in a row sometimes. Deadass, like, why can I not check the skill info? It's kind of pissing me off. It's really pissing me off. Anyway, his skill 3 is going to be an AoE. Could I check on the bot of training? No. The star. I think the star. No. I don't even know now. I genuinely don't know. Anyway. he's going to work to where his skill 3 is going to do his AoE, and then his ult's an AoE. So getting him is going to be good. If you want him and you're like unsure, it's worth it. Now, does he fall off on JP, or sorry, CN, because JP is global too. Does he fall off on CN in Taiwan? Yeah. However, they're also 14 months ahead of us, so it would almost be worrying if, like, well, not worrying, but it would like make a bit not that much sense if a 14-month-old unit, day one unit, was still good unless you're Wuthering Waves. And that's why Wuthering Waves is number one in my heart, because Jian is still goated in what's it called, Whimpering Wastes. So yeah, listen, I think Joker is worth it. Do you need him? No, actually, if you don't care for him, I'm deadass saying, like, you could skip a lot. You could deadass skip a lot. Like, 2 of the next 3 banners, you could skip. So, like, I really think, just because of that, like, it makes the game free to play in the way that, like, you don't need these units at all. And you could deadass just function. Like, your team could be on Luful, Tomiyama, obviously Wonder, and then you could put Kamiyama, right? And that's your team. Like that's it. Oh wait, who's that voice? Is that Killua? I swear that's Killua. So yeah, you put those 5 units and that's your team, right? That could deadass be your team. And then on the other side, you could have Seiji, and then you could put Morgana if you get Morgana in the selector afterwards, and then you could maybe put some other buffers and all that good stuff. So you know, that's really just how simple it is in my opinion. But you know, best case, you do get Joker, if I'm being real. And those are the only 2 banners. You're going to summon on the beginner, and I already finished my beginner, right? You're going to do the beginner pulls, and then afterwards, you're going to go for Joker until you get Joker. Once you get Joker, you don't need to go for his weapon. Now, the weapon banner isn't out yet, by the way. The weapon banner isn't out yet. But when it does come out, you're not going to summon for the weapon anyway. You're just going to get Joker, and then you're going to stop. After that, once you get Joker, you're going to stop summoning until we see the next banners. And stay tuned, like the video, and subscribe so that whenever they do talk about the next banner, which has already been leaked, I've already made a video, you'll be aware, and then we'll be able to kind of get into the nitty gritty when those banners come out and when the info comes out regarding those banners. Now for the exchange, it's kind of interesting. I swear it wasn't like this on JP because I was literally just making a video on JP, but essentially for Violet, these things, right, the ones that you get from just getting, I think, dupes of 4 stars and 5 stars, or just like pulling them, instead they're actually going to make you just get the jewels themselves. So I could deadass get 1400 jewels from how much I summoned, and I did what, like we'll say about 100, no, we'll say like 90 standard, and then like 180, no, 160 limited. So about 240 pulls, and I'm able to get in 240 pulls literally a multi-back, which overall is pretty good, all things considered, from what I'm used to. And then you could get another, I think it was 1,000 here, which let's just say that is definitely really good. And there's the login rewards. So start with the platinum tickets. Okay, you're going to get these every once in a while. Start with the platinum tickets. You're going to be able to clear out a good amount of the shop, but at least get the pulls and the platinum millicoin, and you're going to be chilling besides that overall. So that's basically going to be it. I would definitely say Joker is worth it, especially because his banner is good. You want to get Luful A6, especially if you are going to have on. It's going to be a very good team. But standard, you don't need to touch for right now. I'm going to go even more in depth in my next video on that, but I don't want to take your time too much with that. And it's already the 8-minute mark, so I don't need to go too much more in depth into that. However, that's going to be the end of the video. Let me know if you're enjoying Persona 5, the Phantom X. I think, honestly, it's a pretty good game so far. Story-wise, I'm really enjoying it. Like you guys know, this is my first Persona game. Next week, I'm going to start P5R because Persona 5 is tied into this game. So I do want to, well, it's tied in the way that the units from, the characters from Persona 5 come into P5X. And I'm pretty excited to play P5R now because, bro, the storyline and how the game is told is really good. I'm having a lot of fun. Like the storyline with the baseball and Motoha. I'm really liking it. I think there's actually a lot of good things they've got going on, and I can't wait to continue the story. But it's currently 1:30 a.m., so I'm going to sleep. I'm tired. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.